This is Zinedine Zidane, and this is R9. We're going to put them in one universe, simulate out their careers simultaneously. Who can have a better career? R9 is 59 rated, 16 years old, Brazilian. He's starting from the very bottom with PSV Eindhoven. And Zidane's in an even trickier position. He's 53 overall. Apparently, he's been at the club since 1900. That's not true. He's 17 years old. Who's going to turn out to be the better player? Who's going to win more Ballon d'Ors? And who's going to have more success in their careers? And I'm going to simulate through the first season with Derby County, just so I don't influence either of their careers. Just a quick look at the Ballon d'Or. Obviously, neither Zidane or R9 are nominated. However, they will be one day, I'm sure. And at the start of May, almost at the end of year one, let's have a look at development. R9's already up to a 63 overall. Clearly potential to be special, as is Zinedine Zidane. They both have 97 potential. By the way, this is my artist's impression of R9. Hands up, it's terrible. Of course it is, but I did my best, okay? You can roughly tell it's him. Kind of. No, you can't. Stats for the season, R9 doesn't get a single game, unfortunately, but this year is all about development, as will the next few years. Hopefully, he will get some games under his belt, maybe even a couple of goals. I know I'm really reaching. As far as the standings go, they're top of the Dutch league by 2 points over FC Twente. They lost in the cup final, the Orange Becker. Hearts are in the Conference League final, and in the Champions League final is Tottenham Hotspur. This Tottenham team, my god. If they keep performing like this, maybe they will get R9 or Zidane. And here we are at Bordeaux. Zinedine Zidane, also potential to be special. He's up to a 60 overall. Okay, so +7 so far on the year for him. They got a 4-year contract. I'm sure Ronaldo got locked down as well. Where will they move? How many Champions Leagues will they win? What kind of career are they going to have? I'm fascinated to see. Zidane is the first midfielder we're simming with, so I'm fascinated to see what happens in his career as a midfielder, technically. As far as how Bordeaux did, they're 7th in the table, Saint Etienne and Paris FC at the top, and that's kind of all that really matters. Yeah, not a great season for Bordeaux, to be honest, but both Zidane and Ronaldo have gotten better. And there we have it. PSV actually won the Eredivisie over Ajax and Twente. Ronaldo, in his first year with PSV, win the title. It's really important to remember that both R9 and Zidane are 17 years old at this point. They're really young, so they are going to take a little bit of time to develop, but their path to superstardom is going to be fascinating to watch. Their pinnacle and their climax in world football is probably going to be the likes of which we have never seen before, and the way they come down, cementing their legendary status in football, is going to be incredible. I really wonder what clubs they're going to go to. I wonder if any of them could possibly even snatch an international title, European Championship, Copa America, World Cup. Ballon d'Or features Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Valverde and Son, both the Tottenham stars, up for the Ballon d'Or. Can either Kane or Son win the Ballon d'Or? No, it goes to Kylian Mbappe. Actually, it might be difficult for Zinedine Zidane to get nominated for a Ballon d'Or because he is a midfielder, and FIFA is a little bit judgmental of midfielders getting nominated for Ballon d'Ors. He might not get nominated. Ronaldo Nazario, 70 overall. Oh my god, he's gone up 7 overall in the last season. He's now one of the best players at the club, maybe? Nah, not one of the best players at the club, but he is still incredible. He could more than just start for the Bordeaux team that Zidane is playing for. He could peak really quickly and get a couple of Ballon d'Ors in before Zidane even has the opportunity to reply. He's on the bench, 0 appearances, so he hasn't actually played yet. This other Fofana guy is also 70 overall and has played. I'm sure he'll pull ahead though. There's a long career ahead of him. How did PSV do in the league? They're 2nd and they're way off Ajax. Ajax win the title by 13 points. An all-English affair in the Champions League final as well. Manchester City versus Liverpool. Back at Bordeaux, can Zidane reply? 67 rated. Okay, so he has shortened the gap to Ronaldo. He was 6 overall lower rated than him. Now he's only 3 overall lower rated than him. Is Zidane getting playing time? No, he's not. 0 appearances. What about Bordeaux? Did they get promoted? They're in 6th. Can Bordeaux stick a claim to get to Ligue 1? No, they can't. Valenciennes win the game. So Bordeaux remain in Ligue 2 for another season, but I'm sure when Zidane becomes one of the best players in the world, they will certainly get promoted if he decides to stay here. So both of our players doing extremely well last season, going up 7 overall each. Will they have a chance to possibly break into being gold cards next year? They're really going extremely fast. I did not expect this. Ronaldo Nazario seems to be leading the way, but Zidane is gaining on him in overall. Who will reach their maximum potential first? Also, yes, neither Ronaldo or Zidane actually started at the clubs that they're at now. These are clubs that are at decent levels of football. Also, Zidane's starting club isn't actually in FIFA, so cut me some slack, okay? I didn't want to put them at the worst clubs in the world and then they just be stuck there forever. At least Bordeaux have a chance of getting promoted. Ballon d'Or, we have Mbappe, Havertz, Salah and Haaland. And Zinedine Zidane, 72 overall, there we go. Has potential to be special, as we know. 19 years old, still a really good football player and still at Bordeaux, although he doesn't seem particularly happy. Maybe he'll leave. He's got no games, so it kind of makes sense that he's unhappy. He's actually the most unhappy person at the entire football club. Did Bordeaux do the business this year? They are 4th, and there are 4 promotion places in the Ligue 2, so they do actually get promoted to Ligue 1. Zidane will be playing in Ligue 1 next year. So Zidane's 72 rated, but let's see where R9 R9 is that? He's not here. He's not here. R9 is gone. 19-year-old Ronaldo Nazario. Bayern Munich. Oh my God. 75 overall Brazilian striker at Bayern Munich. One of the biggest clubs on the planet. He got picked up, snatched the Brazilians off the hands of PSV, and what a transfer that is. That is mega. All right, so let's pack our bags and go to Bayern, I guess. I expected a loan spell fairly early, but I did not expect a transfer this early. He might stay at Bayern for a very long time, or he might hop around the best clubs in Europe. I don't know which one will be more entertaining. We go straight to the team sheet. Ben Yedder is starting. Sadio Mane is on the bench. Here he is, Ronaldo Nazario, 19 years old. They also have this Ibrahimovic guy. It's not Zlatan. No surprises. Bayern Munich absolutely dominate the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal, and they draw the Super Cup final. We'll give it to them. Interestingly, 2 Dutch clubs in the final of the Conference League, none of which were PSV. 1 appearance. He actually did play in the Champions League. Oh my God. No goals or assists, but he got on the pitch. There's a bit of experience for him. His first game in professional football. Ben Yedder, 34 and 15. Oh my God. That's insane. Ronaldo's going to do well to beat out Ben Yedder on that team, but he is 79 rated, so he might start anyway. So that's what, 3 seasons down? Ronaldo has already won a treble, and Zidane has just been promoted to Ligue 1. Ronaldo's with Bayern Munich, Zidane is with Bordeaux. Ronaldo's 76 rated, Zidane 72. Seems like Ronaldo's doing better, but he did have a big head start in rating, so we'll see if Zidane can catch up. I really hope he can. So we've seen R9 get his big money move, but can Zidane follow in his footsteps and end up at a massive club? Could he go to Bayern as well, or would he go to the Premier League? As long as he doesn't go to City, I'll be happy. I couldn't live with De Bruyne, Haaland, and Zidane all in the same team. Just not gonna happen. This is the 4th Ballon d'Or of the video, and Mbappe's not nominated, but 3 Man City players are. Come on, Grealish. Oh, and we're going back to Bordeaux once again to see if Zidane is even still there. If you can recall, he was very unhappy when we were last there. I'm hoping he's either cheered up or moved on. Maybe he's gone on a loan spell or something. So they are in Ligue 1, but they are in the relegation zone. There are a couple of games left though, so they could escape, but they do have Marseille, so I don't know how well they're going to do. Let's just see how Zidane is doing first. He is still here. 77 overall, potential to be special, but it doesn't appear that he's playing. He's finally made the bench though. Oh my God, 88 pace, 83 shooting. He's a beast, but he is on the bench. Yeah, this seems kind of wrong. I feel like he shouldn't be on the bench. He has a crucial squad role, but he's on the bench for some reason. 36 appearances. Okay, so he has played the entire league season. He has 10 goals and an assist. He's actually done pretty damn well for his Bordeaux team, and he's played a whole season. There we go. The first full season of Zinedine Zidane. He's not on a new contract. 1 year left on his deal. I wonder if he'll make a move away. I'm just going to sim this out and see where they end up. They lose to Marseille, and can they beat Monaco? They beat Monaco. That might be enough. On the final day, they have Stade Rennes, and they are 17th, and they're kind of gone. They need to win by like 4 goals. Can they do it? No. They're relegated to Ligue 2 again. Ronaldo is... Where's Ronaldo? There he is. He's 79 overall on the reserves, not really getting a run, it doesn't seem. Let's have a look. 3 games and 1 goal, all in the Champions League, interestingly enough. They're having faith with him in the Champions League, and he did score, so I guess that counts for something, but hardly playing at all with the Giants of Germany. And they're 3rd in the Bundesliga. Hertha Berlin, oh my God, smacking up the Bundesliga. Can Bayern win any silverware? They win the DFB Pokal, but nobody really cares about that. They win the Super Cup as well, so they win 2 things. And they lost the final of the Europa League to Bergamo Calcio. I mean, they will be in the Champions League next year, of course, but come on. Okay, so Ronaldo's up to a 79 rating. Zidane's up to a 77, but I'll be honest, I have more promise for Zidane now because he's playing first team football. Can he overtake Ronaldo? Okay, I'm now the Brazilian manager. Is Ronaldo here? No. Okay, Ronaldo's not been called up. And on the French team, there's this Jarradhd guy. Oh my God, 95 overall, 22 years old. Just as good as Mbappe. Who the hell is this guy? They've put Mbappe on the bench in favor of this dude? That's crazy. And France have Ireland. You already know who I'm rooting for. Come on. Ah, okay, France actually won. That's a shame. France beat Morocco. And now they have England to play. Come on, France. Come on. Yes! Okay, good. And in the World Cup final, will it be France or will it be Belgium? It's Belgium. Okay, whatever. Who cares? So, of course, they're going to be randomly generated players that are going to compete with Ronaldo and Zidane for the Ballon d'Or. There's nothing I can really do about it. However, Ronaldo and Zidane should be good enough to actually overtake those players and win the Ballon d'Ors themselves. I'm kind of hoping for a head-to-head battle between the 2 of them. Maybe they'll end up on the same teams, though, and just create a super team of demigods, win everything together, and be best friends. And the Ballon d'Or, we have Darwizzy Núñez Martinez, Ansu Fati, Leao, and Mbappe. Okay, come on. Come on, Darwin. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's Mbappe. Boring. Is Ronaldo here? Mason Mount is here for some reason. But Ronaldo's not. Ronaldo's not. Ronaldo's not here. Where did he go? Nottingham Forest. Oh my God. The one video I wear a Derby jersey and Ronaldo Nazario goes to Nottingham Forest. Why? Fine. It was his choice. He is free will. 77 million transfer value. 83 overall. Playing in the Prem, interestingly enough, for the mighty Nottingham Forest. Let's go check him out. And for some reason, Ronaldo's not even starting. They have Surridge starting over him. I think he is starting because he's -1, just like everyone else. Please don't tell me they're actually relegated. Okay, they are staying up. They're 14th on the table. He only played 2 games. He's 83 rated. Maybe the window just opened and he just got here. I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but 2 games? I swear to God, Nottingham, if you ruin this guy, I will kill you. So we know where R9 is, but do we know where Zizou is? No, Zinedine Zidane is not here anymore. We scroll down, there are no cams left. Zinedine Zidane has made a move. In the last video, we did see a huge amount of moves. Messi even went down to Ligue 2 with Nice. However, in this video, players are moving all over the place. This is brilliant. So we know R9 is with Nottingham Forest, but where is Zinedine Zidane? Zinedine Zidane, 21 years old. He's with Udinese, 81 rated. Interesting transfer that is, because he's now in the Italian league, where he spent a lot of time with Juventus. However, now he's with Udinese. He's going to keep getting better. He's 21 years old. I wonder if him and Ronaldo will ever end up in the same league together. That would be really interesting. Oh yeah, Bordeaux topped the league without Zidane, by the way. The second they got rid of him, they just destroyed Ligue 2. Udinese with a pretty average season, finishing 12th in Serie A. He's here on the bench, 81 overall. I don't really know why he's on the bench. Let's see if he's getting minutes. He is 26 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Are you serious? This Udinese team is a little bit of a mishmash of players, to be honest. Isaac Success is here. Gagliardini is here. Bella Kotchap is here for some reason. Ryan Fraser is here. Zidane is here. Solly March is here for some reason. This Archer dude from Aston Villa, I have no idea what is going on. So we're 5 years into this experiment now, and Ronaldo Nazario has already transferred twice, once to Bayern Munich and then to Nottingham Forest for some reason, which seems like a really random transfer. Zinedine Zidane has also made a move. He's gone to Udinese, both are average clubs in the top tier of their country, but nothing completely incredible yet. Waiting for the big money move to the massive club. Obviously, Ronaldo went to Bayern Munich, but that didn't really work out for him, so waiting for them to get a little bit better and then jump straight in to start for an elite club. Any luck with the Ballon d'Or? Mbappe's there again. Foden, Haaland, and Vlahovic. Nothing impressive. You got that boy Mbappe out there. Okay, Zidane starting. He's 85 overall. Very impressive player, and the Euros are this summer, so I wonder if he'd be playing for that France team. Udinese 12th again. Let's have a look at Zidane's stats. 38 games, 26 goals and 4 assists. Yeah, that's incredible numbers. Zinedine Zidane proving once again why he is incredible. But his development's been a little bit funny. Look at his stats. He's the stats of a striker for some reason. Hopefully he keeps getting better. Ronaldo's 86 rated. Okay, so he is still incredible. His card is really nice though. 4-star skills, 89 pace, 89 shooting. But did Nottingham Forest stay in the Premier League? 17th with 2 games to go. I don't know. They could drop down to the Championship. And their next game is against Southampton. A relegation, I would say 6-pointer, but it's worth more than that. It's effectively all of the brownie points. And survival in the Premier League goes on this game. Can R9 save Nottingham Forest from the Championship? 2-1 win, Ronaldo with a goal. Yes, he can. A draw wouldn't have been enough, but a win and a Ronaldo goal was enough to maybe keep them in the Premier League. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, they are 17, 3 points clear of the drop now. 8 wins all season. That is not very good. I'm a bit scared for Ronaldo that if they get relegated, he might either leave the club or just stay in the Championship. 17 goals and 8 assists. Okay, so not really incredible numbers. Good. 14 goals in the Premier League. Very solid. He's a good striker, all right, but nothing really incredible. Not R9 numbers. Not quite yet, anyway. Zidane scored more from centre mid. And as another season draws to a close, we are reminded that our 2 players could genuinely go anywhere in their footballing careers and probably get a start. But this is only the beginning. They're still very, very young. They have another 10 or 15 years of football in them, and I am so excited to see where they go. But we have the European Championships to play. Did Zidane get called up? Is Zidane here? He's not starting. He's not on the bench, but he is on the reserves. Okay, so he is here. He got called up for the French squad at 23 years old, 86 rated. They are in the European Championships. How are they getting on? They're in the semi-finals against Norway. Okay, how the hell did Norway get that far? Well, Haaland. Yeah, it's just Haaland and his goons against Mbappe, Dembele, Camavinga, Ramman. Just an all-star cast of French players. Can France get through to the final? Yes, they can. Theo Hernandez in the 87th minute. France go through to the European Championship finals. Who are they going to play? Please don't be England. Please don't be England. Please don't be England. Yes, okay, Netherlands or Italy. And it's going to be Italy. Okay, very strong Italian team, I'm sure. Can Zidane finally get a European medal? No, he can't. Raspadori in the 117th minute. And Zidane misses out on an international medal. What a shame. Oh, quick look at the rating graph before we go any further. Quite clearly, there was a big difference between Ronaldo and Zidane at the start, but as time has gone on, they've really closed up. And it's fascinating to see that while Zidane has got much better because he's been playing for weaker teams generally, it's interesting to see Ronaldo's not doing quite as well. He might have suffered going to Bayern Munich, missing out on the playing time. Wow. Okay, huge jump. Ronaldo Nazario, 90 overall, 95 pace, 91 shooting. An absolute monster of a striker. But are they surviving in the Premier League? They do! They reach the famous 40-point threshold and stay up once again. Okay, maybe they can kick on from here. But how did Ronaldo do this season? Quite clearly, he's had a bit of a jump. 90 overall, one of the world's best already. 23 years old, 25 goals and 5 assists. 20 goals in the Premier League. At a 90 overall, I mean, it's really good, don't get me wrong. Zinedine Zidane is one rating behind. 89 overall, 99 pace, 93 shooting. Jesus, what a card. Bossing the midfield for Udinese. They are 4th. Massive jump for Udinese in their 3rd year with Zinedine Zidane. They've made the Champions League. Incredible stuff for them. Well, there's 2 games left, so maybe they won't, but they're going to be in European competition next year. 37 games, 9 goals, 5 assists, 6 clean sheets. I mean, I'm sure he made a massive difference on the pitch, but his stats are kind of trash. Out of interest, he's worth 197 million. Oh my goodness. 2-year contract still. By far the most valuable player at the club. I'm sure they're never going to sell him, but he might ask to leave. So yeah, R9 has stayed ahead this entire way, but I think they're going to draw very close very, very soon. Let's simulate another couple of years and see where we're at. Next year, though, is the World Cup, and while both of our players definitely weren't good enough to make the World Cup squads last time around, they definitely will be this time. I assume they'll both be starting, so it'll be fascinating to see if they can actually win a World Cup, which is a massive part of helping determine which player is better than another. Ballon d'Or nominations, Vlahovic, Mbappe, Foden, and Haaland, so not quite Ronaldo or Zidane yet. However, they're getting pretty close now, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the next year or two we see them nominated or maybe even winning a Ballon d'Or. Mbappe picks up another one, and we were about to cross into 2030. That is a World Cup year for Zidane and Ronaldo. Zidane's also in European competition this year. Will Ronaldo make a move away from Nottingham Forest? But to be fair, I don't actually know what club is going to be able to afford him. Well, to be fair, Man City, I suppose. Please don't go to Man City. If he goes to Man City and pairs up with Haaland, I will just cry. Okay, we're here at Udinese. Zidane is here, 92 overall, so he's got 3 overall better. He's still growing. 13 goals and 5 assists. Not bad from a centre mid position. They're 11th. What? How the hell did they get to 11th? They were 4th last year. Oh, that's so poor. Did they do well in any cups? No, not really. Apparently they didn't make Europe for some reason. Anyway, Zinedine Zidane, 92 overall. Yeah, he's incredible, I know, but can France actually win anything? We'll see, but we need to check on Ronaldo first. Interestingly, Ronaldo Nazario, 92 overall. He is the exact same as Zinedine Zidane in rating, but is he the same in stats? Probably not. I bet he had an incredible season. 29 goals and 10 assists. Yeah, that's a really good season. 21 goals in the Premier League. Oh boy, they're about to get dropped. Okay, there's 6 different teams that could get relegated here. Southampton could stay up. Leeds could get relegated. That's how crazy this is. Can Nottingham Forest survive the scrap like they've done before? And their running doesn't seem too bad. They do have Spurs, but the other 3 matches are winnable. Ronaldo Nazario versus Everton. Can they win? 1-0 to Everton. Okay, Nottingham Forest are losing. And what about Leicester City? 2-1 to Leicester. Oh no. They've lost every single game this month. Can they do it against Spurs when it matters most? Back against the wall. Oh, it's not looking good. And on the final day, they are 18th. They can survive, by the way. They have Bournemouth to play, who are safe, but barely, to be fair. Leeds are the only team that can go down. We need a win. If we win, we remain in the Premier League. Oh no, it's a draw. Oh, that's not enough, is it? Ronaldo just got relegated, didn't he? Tell me he didn't. Come on, tell me he didn't. Please tell me he didn't. He didn't! Oh my god! Oh my god! So now we're heading into the prime years of Ronaldo and Zidane. I really want to see how they're going to do in international tournaments. It's the 2030 World Cup. Let's see what happens. And straight off the bat, France are not doing well in their group. Okay, they have Denmark to play. If they win that game, they will go through. And Brazil are top of their group, but they have only played 1 game. We'll have to simulate a little bit more to see how they do. And here is the France team. Zidane is starting centre mid for them, beside Camavinga and Tchouaméni, the 2 young guys. Well, well, Zidane's younger than them. This Arnaud guy is on the bench now because Mbappe is starting. They swapped them around for some reason. Really, you could just do this and then this. That would probably be the best thing to do. They have to win to stay alive. Can they do it? Yes, they can. A 3-1 win for France. Zidane got taken off. First sub off. Jesus, okay. Maybe he's not playing that well. And here we have it. France do get through the group. They scrape by, to be fair. Brazil as well. They're through. Ireland crash out. Oh, and France have Italy in the round of 16. This is a huge game. Can they take France out? No, they can't. France with the win. Camavinga and Mbappe score the goals. And Italy crash out of the World Cup at the expense of France. To be fair, this France team is ridiculous. As if they needed any more talent, they have another 95 rated player. Plus Zidane. In the round of 16, Brazil won on penalties over Norway. Oh my goodness, Norway almost upset Brazil. But in the quarterfinals, they have Belgium and we have Croatia, which means if we both win our games, do we play Brazil? And can we get a win over Croatia? We win on penalties. Oh my goodness. Mbappe misses his penalty, but Zidane converts. And France win on penalties. Camavinga scores the all-important penalty. So Brazil win a penalty shootout and France win a penalty shootout. And Belgium beat Brazil. Ronaldo is gone from the World Cup, but Zidane is still here. Who can progress on? It's France. 3-0 win. Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele. Mbappe misses a penalty, but it doesn't really matter. Remember, they scraped through their group and they have Spain to play in the World Cup final. And here we have it. The biggest game in world football. It's Spain versus France for the World Cup final. Dayot Upamecano is the French captain on this occasion. Rodri captains Spain in 2030. There it is. The World Cup trophy. Arnaud, number 99. Mbappe as well. And here's the tournament tree for those of you who are interested. England get knocked out in the quarters by Spain, but we don't really care about England. It's all about Zidane and Ronaldo, and at the moment Zidane is in a World Cup final. Can Zidane win the World Cup with France? No, he can't. Pedro Porro of all people scores the winner. 30% possession for Spain, but it doesn't matter. Spain win the World Cup over France in 2030. Zidane doesn't get a World Cup title. He gets a silver medal, but no gold for him. And there we have it. Spain are world champions. That is ridiculous. That insane France team doesn't have enough to win the World Cup. Ballon d'Or time 2030, 8 years since the start of this experiment, and no, Zidane and Ronaldo are not there. Mbappe, Vlahovic, Haaland, and Saiz. I don't know who Saiz is, but he's nominated. For some reason, an auto-generated player that's not Zidane or Ronaldo has been nominated. Who's going to win it? Is it going to be Mbappe or Haaland? It's Mbappe. Who cares? Just a quick look at the rating graph once again. As you can see, they've drawn completely level at this point, despite their big difference at the start. Zidane obviously gaining much faster, but will he be a better player than Ronaldo? 45 points. They're clear of relegation. Thanks be to God. Oh my goodness, they've been down the table so much. That's with major help from Ronaldo Nazario. 94 overall. He's by far the highest rated player on the team. 94 overall. 16 goals. Is that all? 41 games, 16 goals and 3 assists. 15 in the Prem. For a player of his quality, he should be getting more than 15 goals. That is really poor. Granted, the team around him isn't incredible, but still. And Udinese finished 15th. They're not actually clear of the drop quite yet. There are 3 games left, and if they lose them, they could still actually go down. Zidane is still here. He's a 95 overall player. Incredible. So he's actually overtaken Ronaldo in overall. He's the best player on the team by 10 overall, 10 goals, 4 assists. So the stats aren't great, but he is playing centre mid, so you do have to cut him some slack. 215 million in transfer value. It's frustrating almost that they're stuck at these smaller clubs when they could be going to perennial European contenders. Yeah, and no trophies for Udinese either. Did Udinese go down? No, they didn't. They finished 16th, 4 points off the drop, so they were 4 points clear, but still not particularly convincing. They could actually go down, and so could Nottingham Forest, so I'm not confident for either of our clubs. Okay, our players are good enough now that they can contend for Ballon d'Ors. I know their stats aren't really that great, but maybe they'll still get nominated. But they play for Nottingham Forest and Udinese. Like, how are they going to get nominated for anything? Interesting that Zidane has actually pulled ahead of Ronaldo in rating, considering he was 6 ratings behind him at the start. But is it going to be enough to get even nominated for a Ballon d'Or? And they still haven't. They're not nominated. Is it going to be Haaland, or is it going to be Mbappe, or is it going to be finally someone else? I am so bored of seeing Mbappe and Haaland holding that stupid yellow ball. Please. Oh, Mbappe, give up. Zinedine Zidane move? No, he's still at Udinese. 97 overall. Oh my goodness. And what about Ronaldo? He's still at Nottingham Forest. Okay, 96 overall. One of the world's best again. But neither of them have moved. This is ridiculous. Let me go check their stats. And Ronaldo is literally 10 overall better than any other other player on his team. 31 goals and 8 assists. Okay, there we go. There's some bigger numbers for Ronaldo there. Can Nottingham Forest survive in the Premier League, though? Oh, they finished 6th. Oh, good season. No silverware to show for it. Here we are at Udinese. They also finished 6th. Udinese get a decent result. They're into the Conference League next year, I believe. Napoli and Juventus in the Coppa Italia. No Udinese. Udinese just do very poorly once again. How did Zidane do? He's 12 ratings higher than anyone else on his team. 8 goals, 2 assists, 10 clean sheets. Yeah, pretty decent, I suppose. I mean, he is playing centre mid, so you got to cut him some slack. I hope they don't just waste their primes. All I want for them to do is just move away from these clubs and just go somewhere bigger and better, because it is killing me to see them rot away in mediocrity. They could be out there winning doubles and trebles, but no, they're just sitting there winning absolutely nothing. Ronaldo won stuff at like Bayern Munich for a year, and then he went to Nottingham Forest for some reason, and now he's just, I don't know what he's doing. But we do have the European Championships this summer. Let's see how they're going. Germany and Italy and Belgium all in one group. Belgium go out. France topped their group with Spain in it. Okay, replay of the World Cup final that we just saw. And England topped their group. Boring. And let's see if France can progress any further. In the quarterfinals, they lose. Oh my god, straight away. They are out in the quarterfinals to Italy, who made the finals. They have Spain to play against. They could do the World Cup and the European Championship double like they did 2010, 2012. But no, France is shocking, especially when they made the World Cup final. This is completely ridiculous. I don't know how Zidane with that insane France team hasn't won anything. I think it's completely unbelievable, to be honest, that neither Zidane or Ronaldo have won a single international tournament. And to be honest, I'm very surprised about their stats. I mean, Zidane, fair enough, because he is a centre mid and he's going to do more than just get goals and get assists. But Ronaldo's sole job is to score goals, and last season was good, but I mean, it wasn't like, whoa, incredible. I feel like Haaland and Mbappe would have put up similar numbers, but I'm kind of hoping that Zidane and Ronaldo kick on even more this year and go to another level. Can we finally have one of our boys nominated for a Ballon d'Or? No, we can't. I've been so bored looking at this. Please. Oh my god. And let's go to Udinese once again and see if Zidane is still there. Please tell me he's moved. Please tell me he's not there. Oh my god, he's not here. Hold on. He's not here. Where's Zidane? Oh my god, he moved. Oh my god, he's gone. Where's he gone? Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious? No, this can't happen. This can't happen. They're gonna break world football. Zidane. Foden, who keeps getting nominated for Ballon d'Or. Haaland. This is actually really bad. Okay, Zidane plays for Man City now. Here we are. We're at Man City. Here he is, Zidane. He's on the reserves. He's not even playing. Okay, he's the highest rated player at the entire club, but he's not very happy for some reason. 10 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists. Yeah, no wonder you're not very happy. All in the Champions League as well. Man City are top of the Premier League though, and they're in the FA Cup final, but they lost the Carabao Cup to Brighton, and they got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and Real Madrid beat them on penalties. Didn't even notice this. Nottingham Forest FA Cup final. Oh my, they won 5-0 in the semi-finals. Oh my god, Ronaldo's popping off. Yeah, so Nottingham Forest 9th in the Premier League, another decent enough season. And how's Ronaldo doing? Where's Ronaldo? Oh my god, Ronaldo moved as well? No way. Did Ronaldo move? Oh my god, Ronaldo moved. The second he moves, they finally get to a cup final as well. That's some BS. Ronaldo Nazario, where is he? Liverpool! Oh my god. He's at Liverpool. Okay, fine. Let's go check out Liverpool. To be fair, Liverpool's not that bad of a club to go to. Can Nottingham Forest win the FA Cup? Ah, Man City beat them. Okay. The man is the highest rated player at the club. Jude Bellingham is here for some reason. Jesus, Liverpool fans' wet dreams. 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, and they're all in the Champions League. He's not even getting minutes in the Premier League. This is a joke. Martinez, 17 goals, 6 assists. You're telling me Ronaldo couldn't do better? And they're 7th. Oh my god. They're 7th in the league. They're 18 points off the title. 7th in the Premier League. That is so poor. So at this point in their careers, neither Ronaldo or Zidane are actually playing, which is just madness because they are like the 2 best players in the world, like full stop. I know they're not really nominated for Ballon d'Ors, but that's only because they're not playing. If they were actually playing, they'd be up for Ballon d'Ors, I'm sure. Top scorer in the Premier League this season is Bernardo Silva. What the hell? Okay. Oh, it's not Bernardo Silva. It's just some random Silva guy. That's what he looks like. I don't really know what to tell you. It's quite a shame, to be completely honest. Ronaldo and Zidane both floundering, and Liverpool and Man City, granted, could be worse places to have existential crises, but still, they're not getting games at all, and they're better than everyone on their team. Why are they not playing? This is ridiculous. I'm going to sim to the Ballon d'Or again, but I'm not very optimistic. Okay, just don't be Mbappe or Haaland. Oh my god, it's Haaland again. Okay, Haaland, Foden, Vlahovic, and Vinny, but it's gonna be Haaland. It's gonna be Haaland, right? Yeah, okay, it's Erling Haaland. This is a World Cup year. I'm sure they'll both get called up for their national teams. Can either of them actually win the World Cup? Because neither of them have won a Champions League. Ronaldo has won a Premier League, but he hasn't even really played, so does it even really count? Okay, thanks be to God, I think Zidane is actually playing 54 games. Okay, Zidane is playing football. Thank be to God. Okay, 9 goals and 13 assists. Decent numbers. I mean, he is playing centre mid, but he is hopefully going to help his team win. Team success is a little bit more important for a midfielder, I suppose, because it's harder for them to win Ballon d'Ors. And here we go. Bournemouth 4th, West Ham 3rd, but we're second, a point behind Spurs, which means we have won the Premier League title. We won the Community Shield. Final of the FA Cup against Cheltenham Town. What the hell? Watford win the Carabao Cup over Leicester. No good in the Champions League. Manchester City get knocked out in the round of 16 by AC Milan. In Conference League is Liverpool, PSG. Okay. Ronaldo is in a Conference League final. Finally, some European silverware. Granted, it is the Conference League, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Okay, can Manchester City win the FA Cup? Oh my God. Cheltenham did it. 3-1 win. Cheltenham Town beat Manchester City in the final of the FA Cup. The fairy tale run to end all fairy tale runs. Cheltenham win the FA Cup. And once again, Zidane goes trophyless. Zinedine Zidane is not an FA Cup winner. Can he actually win anything, for God's sake? Oh, well. He can win the Premier League. Spurs bottled it. Last game of the season, Watford versus Man City. If Man City win, they win the Premier League. And they don't. Oh, Watford beat them. Okay, can Spurs snatch it out of Manchester City's hands? Manchester City had the driving seat, but did they bottle it right back to Spurs? No, they didn't. Spurs, the mega ultra super giga bottlers, coming second in the Premier League. Oh my goodness. Without R9, Nottingham Forest do unfortunately get relegated, but Liverpool comes 7th. And these are Zidane's final stats: 12 goals, 13 assists. Pretty damn good, to be honest, especially from the central midfield. And here we go. Ronaldo is actually starting for Liverpool. Thanks be to God. 32 goals and 2 assists. Is that all? 2 assists is really, really poor. 7th in the Premier League, as we've discussed. They got to the final of the Conference League. Did they win? They did. Okay, Liverpool won the Conference League. R9 has a European trophy, but not a very good one, to be fair. He's in the prime of his career, 28 years old, but no Ballon d'Ors for him or Zidane quite yet. Let's see if they can win the one this year. Just a quick look at the group stage of the World Cup. Portugal and Czech Republic go through. France top their group, and Brazil top their group as well. Round of 16, France win 3-0 and Brazil win 3-2, which means in the quarterfinals we have France versus Brazil. Let's go. Zidane versus R9. Who's gonna win? And there they are. Zidane on the left, Ronaldo on the right. There is Zidane on the tifo. Here's the current progress in the World Cup. Romania making the quarterfinals, interestingly enough. And we are going to jump to results. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Zidane? Is it going to be R9? It's going to be Zidane. Both the goals for Zinedine Zidane, and France win 2-1. R9 doesn't even score, but Zinedine Zidane does the business. France progress. And let's have a look at the World Cup standings. Obviously, France beat Brazil in the quarterfinals, and in the semis they had Italy. Did they win? No, they didn't. Italy knocked France out once again in a major competition. France beat Ghana to finish 3rd place, and Belgium win the World Cup in 2034. That's quite surprising, to be completely honest. I suppose De Bruyne's regen must have popped off. But as you saw, Zidane was instrumental to how France did in the World Cup. I wonder if he's good enough to contend for a Ballon d'Or. I wonder if R9 could finally put up some legendary numbers. I mean, he's been doing great and all, but Ronaldo and Messi so far have blown them out of the water. And it's time for the Ballon d'Or. I'm really hopeful this year that we can get nominated. We don't. Saïd from Barcelona wins the Ballon d'Or. Finally, Mbappe and Haaland's spell is over, but no Ronaldo to be seen, no Zidane to be seen. We're going to go to May and see what's going on. All I want is a major tournament success. That's it. And here we go. R9, 97 overall, 29 years of age, 36 goals and 4 assists. So very good numbers. 29 goals in the Premier League. Yeah, incredible. Top scorer on his team, Cody Gakpo, with 32 goals at 35 years old. He actually had more goal contributions than R9 Ronaldo. They're tied on points with Chelsea, but Chelsea do have a game in hand. Man City came last in their group behind Benfica, Sevilla and Roma. That seems like a fairly winnable group, especially when you have 2 Ballon d'Or contenders and Zinedine Zidane. Chelsea are 3 points clear, 7 goal difference. Liverpool would need to absolutely smash Bristol City, who are 15th, and Chelsea would need to lose by a couple of goals. I don't know if that's going to happen. Can Liverpool do it when it counts? 2-1 win. That is not going to be enough. Once again, Ronaldo runs out of silverware. Chelsea lost, but it doesn't matter. Once again, we're coming up fairly empty-handed. And this is what the Man City team looks like. Haaland is declining, 34 years old, but he's still getting nominated for Ballon d'Or. Zinedine Zidane, 29 years old. Phil Foden, 34. So this team is getting older. Man City finished 8th in the Premier League. Didn't really do much in cup competitions. Quite a poor season. Let's have a look at Zinedine Zidane's stats really quickly. He's 97 overall, 9 goals and 8 assists. Fairly modest, but as a central midfielder, I'm sure he was pulling pulling plenty of strings. And the end of another season is here. A severe lack of silverware. Decent enough stats, I suppose. They're doing good. They're great footballers. No real contention for Ballon d'Ors. Zidane is a midfielder, so I didn't really expect him to be up there. No international tournaments this season. We're going to go straight to the Ballon d'Or and pray Haaland or Mbappe doesn't win it again. Oh, we have R9. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thanks be to Jesus. Yes. Finally. It's been like 15 years, 14 years. Kai Havertz is playing for some random club. What club is he playing for? He's 36, playing for Niort. He's playing for Niort. He's playing in Ligue 2 and he got nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Oh my god. This guy's playing in the second tier of French football and got nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Messi did it for a year and still didn't get nominated for a Ballon d'Or in the last video. So you're telling me if you put Kai Havertz and Lionel Messi both into Ligue 2, that Kai Havertz is the one to get nominated for a Ballon d'Or and Messi doesn't? Messi was 98 rated in Ligue 2 and still didn't get nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Kai Havertz is playing for a club called Niort and gets nominated for a Ballon d'Or. That is completely irrational. That's insane. So we have Liverpool, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Niort. Is Kai Havertz going to win the Ballon d'Or? I hope he doesn't. I hope R9 wins the Ballon d'Or. He does! R9 wins the Ballon d'Or! Finally, there's some life in this simulation. Okay, some relief there. I genuinely didn't think that R9 would win the Ballon d'Or. Zidane probably won't win the Ballon d'Or. I'm hoping he has a little bit more team success. But R9 finally wins the Ballon d'Or at the age of 30. Thanks be to God. Oh my god. The relief I just experienced is unlike anything I've ever felt. That is incredible. In 2035, he's played with Bayern Munich. He's played with PSV. He's played with Nottingham Forest. He's now playing for Liverpool and he's won the Ballon d'Or. But can they actually win any club trophy of significance? The Conference League is great and all, but come on, we want Champions Leagues. We even want a Europa League or something, you know? Even in the FA Cup, Man City lost the final of the FA Cup to Cheltenham Town. R9 just won the Ballon d'Or. How is Zidane going to reply? 9 goals and 6 assists. Not great, but we're not really caring about the statistics. I want results. I want trophies. And they're 5th in the Premier League. Okay. Interestingly enough, they're actually tied on points with Liverpool, but neither club can actually win the title because Chelsea are 10 points clear with 3 games to go. They are in the final of the FA Cup, though, against Tottenham, which means they've won the FA Cup. Tottenham lost the Carabao Cup final as well. Liverpool got knocked out in the round of 16, and Man City are nowhere to be found. But they are in the final of the FA Cup. They have to play against Tottenham, so maybe they can win something then. And Tottenham win. We found the one thing that's a bigger bottle job than Tottenham. Zinedine Zidane. And Manchester City are more or less finished on 5th. Not very impressive, to be honest. And Ronaldo is still here. 97 overall. 23 goals and 2 assists. Okay, that is not that good. Especially for the Ballon d'Or winner. 23 goals and 2 assists is not incredible. But he's 97 rated striker, so I'm not really surprised that he won it. 207 million transfer value. 30 years old. He's getting old now. I wonder, will his transfer value decrease and another club maybe pick him up? They finished 3rd this year, so they will be in the Champions League next year. Can they make a run in that? They are both still at the peak of their powers. However, they're also both 30, so they might start declining in rating pretty soon. Still a long way to go, granted, but we're in 2036. It's European Championship time. France make it out of their group. Well, they've played 2 games, but they're pretty comfortable, so Zinedine Zidane will be progressing. However, based on his previous results, I don't really fancy his chances. In the quarterfinals, France beat Ukraine. England also won. France beat England in the semi-finals. Okay, so they are in the finals, and Germany beat Belgium. So we have a final of France versus Germany. Can Zinedine Zidane win an international tournament, or is he going to fall short once again? Come on, Zizi. You've lost a World Cup final. You're going to use the European Championship final. No, you're not. Zinedine Zidane wins the European Championships. France get their hands on some silverware. Finally, Zinedine Zidane is a European champion. That's how to clap back at Ronaldo for the Ballon d'Or. Is Ronaldo going to get nominated again for the Ballon d'Or? No, he's not. Vincente Lozano, 89 rated striker from Chelsea, wins the Ballon d'Or, 22 years old. But we have seen some Class A major bottle jobs from Zinedine Zidane over the course of the simulation. The biggest one probably being the FA Cup final, which they lost. I cannot believe that. Cheltenham wiped the floor with them 3-1 in Wembley. The World Cup final, yeah. I don't know if it was a bottle job necessarily or they were just beaten. Again, it's not a great sign if you're losing so many big games. 21 goals and 3 assists. They're doing so badly. Liverpool's 7th in the Premier League. Spurs are top of the table with Arsenal. They did win the Carabao Cup though, so I suppose R9 won something at least. And what about Champions League? No. Man City are there and winning, so maybe Zidane can win the Europa League. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Here we are at Manchester City. Zinedine Zidane is still here, 97 overall. Hasn't changed rating at all. 10 goals, 4 assists. Yeah, pretty decent. But as we said, Manchester City are in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Can they get a result? They did. They beat Juventus, so they're in the final of the Europa League against Leipzig. Here we go. They have Leipzig in the final of the Europa League. They're honestly getting quite old. This Wimmer guy, 35. Haaland's 36. Foden, 36. Zidane is their best player by far. Hopefully Man City can win some silverware. They do. 1-0. Haaland comes off for Nelson. Williamson comes on for Frimpong. Foden gets the goal. And RB Leipzig are sunk. Manchester City are in the Champions League next year. They win the Europa League. So we've had a Conference League win from Liverpool, a Europa League win from Manchester City. Can somebody finally win the Champions League? Let's see about this then. Ballon d'Or of 2037. Is it Ronaldo or Zidane? No. 3 auto-generated players and Moukoko. No Ronaldo, no Zidane for the Ballon d'Or. And it's Moukoko who gets the Ballon d'Or. As our players are getting a little bit older now, they might start tapering off on rating, which means they'll taper off on transfer value, which means clubs might actually be able to afford them. Yet they've only won 1 Ballon d'Or between the pair of them. And even then, that was quite questionable because Ronaldo's stats were not the best. Zinedine Zidane, 97 overall, 14 goals, 18 assists. Okay, so they're pretty damn good numbers, to be completely honest. 12 assists in the Premier League is pretty good. He does have 10 appearances in the Champions League, which means I think they got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Yeah, Inter Milan knocked them out. With regards to the Premier League standings, though, Liverpool have more or less won the Premier League title. 3 games to go. They are 8 points clear of Manchester United. We're now at Liverpool. They're top of the league, but let's see how R9 is doing. 31 goals and 3 assists, 27 in the Prem, not bad. I thought his assist numbers would be a little bit higher, to be completely honest, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. I can't really complain. And then Savio, 23 and 18. Oh my god, more contributions than the pair of these two guys. Jude Bellingham is still here. He's the captain of Liverpool. That is hilarious that he got transferred here. But Liverpool could win the title on the 3rd last game week against Everton. At home, in Anfield, against Everton. Can Liverpool win the title? Yes, they can. Ronaldo with a goal, Ronaldo with another, and R9 takes Liverpool to the promised land. They win the Premier League. And Liverpool have a flawless month to finish out the Premier League season. So currently I'm the manager of Brazil. These are the 3 games they have: Morocco, Finland, and Netherlands. They beat Morocco. Can they get a result against Finland? Yes, they can. They're through their group. Not quite flawless, but 6 points should be enough to take them through. World Cup! They have Germany to play in the round of 16. Oh, that's a tough tie. Can Brazil get through the round of 16? No, they can't. Germany, the finalists in the European Championships, knock out Brazil. France do progress, though. They beat Sweden. Ah, what a shame. If Brazil actually beat Germany, they would have been playing France in this round, but no. It's France versus Germany instead. Can France get through? Can Zidane get through? No, they can't. Another 3-1 result, and once again, Zidane crashes out of a major tournament. For the love of God. Oh my God. That's the one thing I didn't want. Every single simulation, England win the World Cup. They win 1-0 against Germany. They scrape by, and they get Netherlands in the final, which is basically a bye. Okay, now time for the Ballon d'Or. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got nominated. R9, Sarr, De Oliveira, and Saiz. Yeah, auto-generated players, but R9 Ronaldo Nazario is nominated. Come on, R9, on the 9th of December. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay, 2 Ballon d'Ors for R9. R9 wins the Ballon d'Or once again. He is still one of the best players in the world. 33 years old, wins the Ballon d'Or. Okay, let's go to May once again and see if they're finally in some sort of final of importance. Yeah, the Europa League is cool and all, but come on, Champions League final, let's go. And here we are at Man City. For some reason, they have a right back at right wing. Haaland is 78 rated, and Zidane has begun regressing. 95 overall, 33 years of age. Still a long way for him to go in his career. He's definitely got a couple of years left, but how are Manchester City doing? Wow, okay, so they are winning the Premier League. The only real team that can catch them is Manchester United, although Leicester maybe do it again. Norwich 5th, Aston Villa 4th, Spurs are in 12th, Brighton are about to get relegated. This is crazy. What the hell? They are in the final of the FA Cup against Newcastle. What about the Champions League? Yes! Okay, we have a team in the Champions League. R9. Ballon d'Or and Champions League in the same year. It might happen. Man City lost on penalties. Ah, that's a shame. There's not much they can really do about that, of course. Leicester have Barcelona in the Europa League. Man City could do a lovely double here of an FA Cup and the Premier League. They have West Ham United to play first of all. Can they get a win over West Ham? No, they can't. But let's not worry about that right now. FA Cup final. Can Zidane not bottle it? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Man City win the FA Cup. Zidane wins the FA Cup. I think for the first time. If not for the first time, then it feels like the first time because they bottled it quite a lot. They are still top. Manchester United must have lost as well. They have to play against Aston Villa on the final day. If they win, they win the Premier League. It is that simple. It all comes down to this. Of course, in real life, Manchester City did beat Aston Villa on the final day to secure the Premier League title. Can they do it again? No. A 3-0 win for Aston Villa. Zidane misses a penalty. Let's have a look. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. On the final day, Manchester United pip Man City. Norwich finished third. Leicester finished fourth. What a season for the pair of those clubs. Liverpool finished eighth, but we have a Champions League final to look at. So, well, Manchester City didn't bottle the FA Cup, but they bottled the Premier League, which is probably a bigger trophy than the FA Cup. They're still bottle jobs. Liverpool, though, this is the first Champions League final that we've reached with either R9 or Zidane. This is their first opportunity to lock down the biggest trophy in club football, and we have to sit through the Champions League animation. Yes! Champions League final. Let's have a quick look at the team. R9 is 96 rated. Okay, so he's also gone down 1 overall. 38 goals and 2 assists. Yeah, elite numbers. 29 in the Prem. 6 in the Champions League so far. Can he do it when it counts? It's a Champions League final tie that we are all too familiar with. It's Real Madrid versus Liverpool in Istanbul. What a time to be alive. Who's going to win it? Is it going to be Real Madrid once again, or are Liverpool and R9 going to finally win a Champions League title? It's going to be Liverpool. R9 with 2 goals in the final. Clark with a goal to seal it, to make it 3-2 and win the Champions League final for Liverpool. R9 wins the Champions League first. 2 Ballon d'Ors and a Champions League for R9. And Zidane has a European Championship and an FA Cup and a Premier League. But I think R9 also has the Premier League. This is the 17th year of our simulation, and it's not quite been the Messi and Ronaldo simulation. The numbers haven't really been the same. Ronaldo's just been scoring, not really getting any assists, and Zidane's just been chilling in centre mid this entire time, pulling all the strings. I'm sure he's incredible in game, but his stats don't really show it, and it's quite frustrating, to be honest. First Thursday of December again. Can R9 win another Ballon d'Or? No. 3 Barcelona players nominated. Saiz wins the Ballon d'Or. Just want to point out this Derby team. We're in League 2 at this point. I've just been bandwagoning off them, just letting them sink or whatever. We have a 91 rated guy and a 96 rated left winger. Oh my god. I haven't touched this team at all. I've literally just come back here to simulate. But I have this random dude who is 28 years old, left winger from Portugal, 96 rated. Absolute monster. 186 million. Oh my god, we need to sell this guy. Zinedine Zidane, 93 overall, 28 goals and 12 assists. So statistically, his best season yet. Manchester United are top. Liverpool 2 points behind them, so they could win the Premier League title. Liverpool are in the final of the FA Cup. Leicester beat Preston in the Carabao Cup final. Oh my god, they did it. Leicester did it. Leicester had LASK, they beat Man United, then they beat Dortmund. Now they're in the final of the Champions League against Juventus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man City got knocked out by Bayern Munich, and Liverpool got sent down to the Europa League. LASK got through instead. And they're not even in the final of the Europa League. They got bounced in the preliminary round by Salzburg. Oh my god. And R9 is also down to a 93 overall, 34 years old, 29 goals and 3 assists. Pretty good. 3 assists is really bad though. I know he's an out-and-out striker, but still. Anyway, in the final of the FA Cup, Liverpool have Bristol City. Can R9 win himself an FA Cup? Yes, he can. 4-2 win. R9 with a goal, as well as 3 other goal scorers. Liverpool win the FA Cup over Bristol City. Not the hardest tie in the final, but still an FA Cup final that they did win. Funnily enough, Preston North End are actually in the Premier League. Liverpool beat them 3-0. Ronaldo with a brace. Are they in contention for the Premier League title? They still are. They're 2 points behind Manchester United, though. They have to win and pray that Manchester United slip up. They do win 2-1 against Chelsea. Did Man United make a mistake? No, they didn't. Manchester United finish it out. 4 losses on the season. Very impressive. 78 points. Newcastle make the Champions League, and Leicester do once again. Did they win the Champions League? Champions League. Oh, they did! On penalties in 2040. Leicester City win the Champions League. Oh my god. What an incredible run for them. Champions League winners. That is incredible. Incredible. Let me check who they've got. I guarantee you Jamie Vardy is not retired and is still there. Yeah, just a bunch of randos. With a 4.5-star team, not even a 5-star team, they won the Champions League. They did win their quarterfinals against Wales, so they will have England in the next round, who knocked out Spain. Portugal also progress. Okay, they really have a chance here. It's gonna be France, England, Portugal, Croatia, or Norway. And in the semis, France win on penalties over England. Oh my goodness. Portugal knock out Croatia, and in the final, France win. France win. 2040. Zinedine Zidane wins the European Champions. So he's won 2 European Championships now and no Champions Leagues. Is either him or Ronaldo going to win the World Cup in 2042? Possibly their last attempt at a World Cup triumph. And here we go. This may be the last Ballon d'Or that we have a chance at. Yes, R9 is nominated. This could be his 3rd Ballon d'Or. He's only been nominated twice before, but every single time he's been nominated, he has won it. Can he do it again? Can he match Messi and Ronaldo and get 3 Ballon d'Ors? Can he do it? No, he can't. Oh, God. R9 does not win a Ballon d'Or. Instead, it goes to De Oliveira, a CDM. A midfielder wins the Ballon d'Or. That is not Zinedine Zidane. Zizou hasn't even been nominated yet for a Ballon d'Or, and I thought being a midfielder would be a bit of an excuse for him, but a midfielder did just win the Ballon d'Or who is lower rated than him, so maybe not that much of an excuse after all. Oh, my goodness. I just came to Man City to check out how Zidane was doing. And he's not here. Zinedine Zidane has left Man City. He's not here. Haaland is still here, by the way. 20 years on almost. But Zinedine Zidane is not. Where did he go? Zinedine Zidane is a free agent. He's 91 rated. Why the hell is he a free agent? Oh my God. I swear to God, if Man City ruin this guy by kicking him out. If he retires, I'm going to be so sad. So we can't even check his stats because he's a free agent. Amazing. 5th in the league. Good. I hope you suffer. No FA Cup final. Forest Green win the Carabao Cup. Even Everton made a European final and they didn't. That's how washed they are. They're 5th in the Premier League. Dead. Dead. Absolutely dead. R9 is still here though. He's 89 overall, so he's slightly worse than R9. And he's no longer the highest rated player on his team. Callum Baldwin, the right back, is. R9, 30 goals and 9 assists, so a pretty good season for him. 20 goals in the Premier League. They unfortunately lost to Barcelona. However, as you may have seen, they are in the final of the FA Cup against West Ham, and they're top of the Premier League. They've won the Premier League, actually. They've won the Premier League. They drew the Community Shield final, whatever that means, and they're in the FA Cup final, so they could technically do a treble this year. They need a win over West Ham, who have Jamal Musiala at camp, and they do win against West Ham. Mancini with the goal to seal the victory. Yeah, it says they drew to Manchester United in the Community Shield. I have no idea. Liverpool have won the FA Cup. They've won the Premier League. They won the Community Shield. So they have actually won the treble. And I just hope that Zinedine Zidane finds a football club very soon. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure that Ronaldo or Zidane will get called up to their national teams for the 2042 World Cup. They're both pretty high, around 90 rated, but they could decline really quickly this year and maybe be too low rated to even make their squad. If they go down to like 82 rated, 83 rated, they won't make their team. I think Zidane might be okay, but R9 maybe not. But Zidane is also in free agency, and that will not help. Oh, it's Ballon d'Or time once again. Have we got any hope? No, we don't. Is it the CDM again? It is the CDM again. He's still a free agent. 85 overall. He's not found another club. I can't believe that, by the way. He's 85 overall and still hasn't found anywhere to play football. Yep, Ronaldo's still at Liverpool. Fair enough. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Yeah, Liverpool are winning it. They lose the Community Shield. Can they win the FA Cup? No, they're not in the final. But let's see how Ronaldo did this year. He's 86 overall. As I said, not the highest rated player on the team. He's actually falling into the pack a little bit. 23 goals and 5 assists. Nothing to scoff about, to be completely honest. I think when he was 97 rated, he still put up numbers similar to this. First international game, we beat Sweden and we draw against Ukraine. Okay, 4 points from a possible 6. We should be okay. So at this point, R9 has won a lot of trophies. He has a Conference League, he has a Champions League, he has 2 Ballon d'Ors, bunch of Premier Leagues. He's doing pretty well, to be honest. Zidane, on the other hand, he's got a Premier League or 2. They both have FA Cups, I believe, and 2 European Championships as well. They can't go understated. But to be honest, I think Ronaldo's edging this out. However, the World Cup could change it all. If France go on a crazy run here at the World Cup, they could win it. Zidane gets a World Cup medal. That could do it. Or Brazil go on a crazy run. Teixeira and Carvalho. I imagine that's the Alisson and Ederson regens. And their last group game is against Denmark. Can they get a result? Oh, wow. Oh my God, they're out. Brazil are out. Denmark win. That stacked Brazil team do not qualify. France top their group. They're still in the World Cup. They have Portugal to play. Not an easy tie in itself. R9, no World Cup for him. And in the round of 16, France lose to Portugal. This has been a catastrophic failure. Zinedine Zidane and R9. France and Brazil, neither of them won a World Cup throughout their whole careers. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. It's been gutting for the pair of them. Ireland make the quarterfinals and get knocked out by Argentina. There's no shame in that. Come on, Ireland. And Argentina actually make the final against Morocco, of all teams. Interesting. But we don't really care. We're going to simulate once again to the Ballon d'Or. I don't imagine any of our players are going to be there, but we may as well just check. Just to look at the Ballon d'Or. I don't imagine we're going to have anything. We have 2 Liverpool players, neither of them being R9, Clark, Taylor, Jenkins, and Pulowski. So as careers come to a close and Ballon d'Or contentions come to an end, I think it's a good time to kind of reflect on their careers. You know, R9 and Zidane have been doing it for about 20 years now. This is their 20th season, 21st season actually in professional football, and they've accomplished quite a lot. They started at Bordeaux, they started at PSV, and they've traveled the world playing football, making millions of euros sterling, dollars, whatever, becoming incredible football players, even winning a couple of Ballon d'Ors along the way. Collectively, they've won everything there is to win, except the World Cup. That's not a lot to complain about, to be honest, because the World Cup is a massive thing to win, you know, the hardest thing to win in football. You can't really complain about it. Ronaldo Nazario, 82 overall. This is the Europa League theme, so they must have made the final. Oh, they're in the final of the FA Cup as well, but they are in the semi-final of the Europa League. They're 3-2 up on aggregate over Sassuolo. Can they close it out? Yes, they can. A 3-1 win. No goals for R9, but doesn't matter. They're in the final of the Europa League. So they could actually do a treble here if they're top of the Premier League, and they are. Okay. If Man United win, then they go top, but Liverpool currently top of the Premier League. Can they win against Aston Villa? No, they can't. It's a draw. But they do have Tottenham Hotspur in the final of the FA Cup, which means congratulations to Liverpool for winning the FA Cup once again. Oh, never mind. Tottenham Hotspur win the FA Cup, and Liverpool lose to Bournemouth, and Liverpool draw to Arsenal, and it's over. And they come second in the Premier League. Can Liverpool win the Europa League? They didn't win the Premier League, they didn't win the FA Cup, and they won the Europa League on penalties. Ronaldo converts his penalty. R9 is down to an 82 overall, as we've said. If we look at all the highest rated players in the club, he's not even on the first page. We have to scroll down to him. A great veteran, 16 goals and 4 assists is nothing to complain about at all. 49 appearances, other people have in the 60s around him. He still has another year on his contract, so I reckon he will stay here for a while, but let's have a look at Zidane quickly. Zinedine Zidane, he's still around, 37 years old, he's still a free agent. 76 overall, he is dropping like a stone now that he's a free agent, not playing games. I'll be honest, I reckon Zizou's probably going to retire pretty damn soon because he's not getting picked up by anyone. He's old, and he's 76 rated now, so he might have another year or two in him before he kicks it, but R9, he could stay around for a little bit longer. He's 82 overall. Granted, he is old, but he might be able to hang around. And here we go, heading into season 22 of this simulation. Yeah, we're here at the Ballon d'Or 2043. Inter Milan player, 2 United players, and a Bayern Munich player. Yeah, random people, we don't really care. R9's still here, but look how far we have to scroll to reach him. Here he is, 78 overall, retiring at the end of the season. Oh my god, the end of R9 is here. 38 years old, 4 games, a goal and an assist. Shame for him, but what a career it's been. I mean, you can't complain. 6th in the Premier League, so not exactly stellar for R9. They get to a Carabao Cup final, but they lose it. They get to a Super Cup final, but they lose it. And in the Champions League, Villarreal knocked them out in the quarters, who end up in the final, actually. Other than that, nothing really to write home about. There is a European Championships, but of course, R9 is Brazilian, and there is no way Zidane is still going. Looking for a new club at 73 rated. I don't know if he's going to find one. He could just sit in free agency forever, but he was 91 rated, and he got released, which is madness, by the way. R9's bones are shaky, but the season is over for R9. His career comes to a close with Preston North End in the Premier League. His final game is a Merseyside derby. Can he go out on a high note? Yes, he can. A flawless May for R9 to finish his career. And Zidane appears to just be without a contract, without a club. It's a real shame to see him like this. And there it is. That R9 spot up front has been replaced by a guy called Kovalenko. Ah, feels so different not having him there. Let's see, is Zidane still kicking it? He is not. Zinedine Zidane is gone. And the end of our simulation has come. So let's do a quick recap. Between the pair of them, they won basically every single trophy there is, apart from the World Cup. Ronaldo won 2 Ballon d'Ors. Zidane won 0. However, he is a midfielder, so we'll cut him some slack. It's hard to say which one had a better career because, I mean, they both did incredible things. I'd have to say R9. Just about, though. Pretty close, but I think the 2 Ballon d'Ors do push it over the edge. As you can see, the end of their careers, they dipped off quite significantly, as you can expect. Ronaldo started higher rated. Ronaldo ended higher rated. And in my opinion, Ronaldo is higher rated. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then check out this video where I restarted football from 2008. All the kits, all the players, everything. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching.